Hello and welcome back to Starfield. We are still in Neon. We have still plenty of things to do. Next thing on our list is to talk to or kill the warlord guy who disfigured the robot of that one merchant. And we have still plenty of things to do here, so
Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
he lets me talk to him. He stands there like he's
If you come to
important.
talk about bounty hunting, I can answer questions. If you want to pick up a bounty job, go to the local mission board.
Okay.
Be warned, though, if you think this work is for making a quick credit, you may not be cut out for it. Takes skill, precision, and a willingness
Potentially
to
some
risk your
bounty
life.
hunting work. Might be interesting. So, tell me more about the Trackers Alliance.
We are bounty hunters. We are hired when someone evades the law or some other form of justice. It is up to us to find them and bring them in, alive or dead.
Got any good bounty hunting stories?
I do, but I do not share these stories, for it is not a job to be celebrated. I've seen them beg for their lives, try to pay me not to bring them in. I'm not proud of all the lives I've taken. This life is kill or be killed. Each bounty represents a desperate person unwilling to face justice willingly. They do not play by the rules. Remember that.
Well, I'm not looking for
Bye.
bounty hunting work just now. I think we have plenty of other things to do. But it's good to know that there is bounty hunting work out there. Guess we would have to check the mission board. We're definitely not lacking things to do. Well, this leads us to Euphorica. We
Every
haven't been in
smuggler
this
I
bar.
have ever worked with had a perverse affection for this place. I do not understand it.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all.
Look around a little bit.
Velocity or Chimera?
Stay that way.
You kidding, Chimera?
If you're
Danny
planning on-
Garcia,
Excuse me.
who are you?
I don't suppose you're looking for a robotics expert, are you? I have a vested interest in getting out of Neon.
But tell me more about your skills first.
I have a good deal of experience with machines, especially
And maybe a
robots.
broken neck.
I'm also an expert in the manufacture of certain chemical substances. But I guarantee I'll figure out whatever job you give me, even if I've never done it before. I've got a good head on my shoulders.
Well, let's face it, some people are just gifted.
I'm not sure if I can hire her. Like, currently,
You're a
full
real
capacity,
lifesaver,
but-
boss. Thanks. There's just one thing to discuss before I sign on. I'm conducting some independent research in the space lanes. I won't let it interfere with my duties, but I refuse to give it up while I'm working on your crew. Is that going to be a problem?
don't see why that would be a problem. Research methods. On the contrary, you'll be right at home on my crew, yeah? But like, tell me about the research.
Let's call it colony war history. I'm not comfortable saying any more right now. Can't trust anyone these days, you know?
Oh, that's no
Good to know I'll
problem.
be traveling with a fellow intellectual. Scientific curiosity looks good on you, hon. Oh, and don't bother draining your pockets for my salary. I don't really need the money, just the job.
You asked for a lot of credits. Anyway. And we can
That
persuade her
depends.
to take less.
What can you offer?
Before you get another offer, you must not get around much if you think anybody would pay that. Be aggressive.
Not sure that's the best way to get me on your side.
Really were.
I'm not taking this job for money. I'll work for a dozen rusty credits as long as I'm able to continue my research.
9,000 credits. Well, welcome aboard.
Whew, that is a relief. I can't wait to get out of this city.
Who from... Okay. So I can't assign her, but... there is... Sophia Grace. Let's unassign her. Firm. Then assign Danny. Since She has robotics, energy, so like that might be better for our ship to have. So.
I owe you a favor. Don't think I'll forget it. See you out there, boss.
At some point I want to buy a second ship so I can... And I also want to get more into the whole base building and all of that. Many things to do.
Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
Could you tell me more about this members' lounge?
Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora. We have no blaring music, no crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful self-exploration.
Okay, so basically an opium den. Can I purchase Aurora here?
Sorry, no. Aurora sales are only permitted through the Astral Lounge. We simply provide a safe haven for you to enjoy it in peace. If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee. Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera.
5,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. What's a chimera? I assume it's a cocktail.
It's a specialty alcoholic beverage only served here at Euphorica.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Any other perks come with access to the members' lounge?
Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items.
Oh, that might convince me. Okay.
A wise
You
choice.
got me.
Here's your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. If you need anything else, please, don't hesitate to ask.
Let's
May
check
I
out the
recommend a
chimera drink.
chimera?
Thinking about it. Persuasion chance for 3 minutes. 50% plus 50 damage resistance. Okay. Let's buy 2 of them.
Enjoy your stay.
Drink.
Now, actually, let's drink the chimera. Then
Strikers may have
talk to
won for
Waller,
now,
because
but
that
get
might
size
increase
of
our
ours again.
persuasion chance here.
You like art?
Sure, like art.
Then you should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work.
I keep them coming. It's been a rough day.
Are you in a gang?
Are you in a gang? You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them.
I did.
Understand.
Why do you hang out here?
In the meantime,
Euphorica's home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due.
Consider yourself an artist?
Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint.
Fair. Old Frank Granick wants retribution for what you did to Styx.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
Did Styx really kill members of your crew?
We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me.
Why did you tag Styx?
I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd stink for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy.
You admit to the crime.
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
Oh, we'll see about that. Going to pay for the damages.
And what makes you think I will?
Okay. Ooh, that's a difficult... Frank's not all there in the hat. Do you really want him as an enemy? Hey, he seems...
Yeah, it's hard to predict
Yeah,
Never know what he
might snap. Got the strikers to worry about to waste time with running.
Except that's why we hit up his store in the first place. We need more firepower.
This needs to end. Have you lost enough of your crew?
My crew is exactly why
Damn
I
it.
won't stop. Not until that Cyclops' blood is on the floor. So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go cry somewhere else.
Well,
Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood.
Come then. Meet your death.
Don't let them die for nothing.
And once again,
Gangs think they run this city, but I don't see people building statues.
always
That'll
worth
work.
checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
yeah.
Care for another chimera?
Nope.
Sure. Thanks, Micah.
Sorry everyone for the mess.
Been a rough day.
Let's check out the members.
If you're in need of some
Oh, yeah.
extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members lounge?
Yeah. Checking it out right now.
Good.
Mostly interested in that special
Let me know if
Okay.
there's anything
Vendor?
else you need.
EM weapon
I'm
specialist.
looking for work. You hiring?
Okay, like you don't even have a name.
Hey there.
Excuse me.
Propulsion specialist. This.
Hey, Micah, let me get a chimera.
I'll
Let's
have
see.
a
Wish to relax
Q.
with some Aurora? I have plenty
Thanks, Micah.
available.
Oh.
Hello there.
He is selling
On behalf
Aurora.
of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from my private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
I thought Micah told me Aurora can only be bought at the Astro Lounge.
Yes. Well, due to the extreme exclusivity of the members' lounge, we like to keep the fact that we offer Aurora confidential.
Makes sense.
You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal.
Sure.
Excellent. We have plenty for purchase. We
Come
also
try it
offer an
out.
assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime.
How did you end up here, Q?
Begging your pardon, I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own.
Okay.
No offense intended.
I respect that.
Thank you. Let me know if I can help in any other way. Certainly. May I suggest you start
Yeah.
with some
Oh,
Aurora?
Jesus, like he really forces the Aurora down our throat. Powerful and addictive hallucinogen derived from Volii Alpha's local chasm bass population. Legal only in the city of Neon. Those time of 40. Just get one. Try it out.
Peace, solace,
And serenity.
Ooh. Ooh.
Care for another chimera?
Oof.
Sure. Thanks, Micah.
Okay.
And keep them coming.
What's up?
If you're in need of some
Well,
extra
let's return
relaxation today,
Micah
Renee.
perhaps I
knows how
could
to make a
interest you in
drink.
a visit to the members lounge?
Tried to convince him peacefully, but didn't really work out.
Too bad I can't squeeze any Aurora from these fish.
Good. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. A little ambush here.
Are you prepared to die?
Give me a second.
Thank God.
Just got ambushed. Probably running up there. Let's just leave. Jeez. I mean, it makes sense that the disciples are not the greatest fan of ours, so...
If I flip the coin of life...
Hey, Frank. All of this is going to bother you anymore.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
A little bit. He was actually pretty civil. I had to instigate the fight. He agreed to stop. There's no point in kicking someone when they're down.
No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble.
Nice.
Nightmare, Styx. About the war?
Let's see if I can sell some stuff that I just picked up.
You're in luck. Just got some of the latest hardware.
Very nice. Drumbeat. Hellstrom. Okay.
Always keep plenty of ammo in stock too.
Alright, so let's see what we have next here. It's the help for the clinic. Taking care of the tree business. Shift. Visit the rented room. Now, is Clover, are they also on... They're also Neon. Okay.
I know your type. The freewheel in space.
Let's see who Clover is.
You didn't hear this from me.
Hey, we have to take that corporate elevator. South Corp. Let's check it out.
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
We'll see.
Something I can do for you, love?
Silver Mechanic.
Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can.
We helped Okaribo.
Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
So, what's going on? I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor? Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over.
But I'd like...
My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst.
Why would this Mr. Okadigbo hire people to represent him?
I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again.
Maybe I should have been wearing a name tag.
Yeah, maybe you should have, for my sake. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
Tell me more about the Neon Mining League. We talked to him last time, I think, and or maybe it was the previous episode. But he's the guy who opened the mining business, and we went around and handed out the flyers for kind of like a merchant alliance.
It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man, but his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts.
I don't mean to pry into your business affairs. Well, I kind of do. You don't strike me as the sort of person who's easily rattled.
Normally, yes. But in this case, Mr. Okadibo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
Okay, so are you in charge of the Keltcorp Neon office?
For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for 2 reasons. 1, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And 2, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work.
Interesting. Why should I call you Chloe?
Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad.
I get it. It is kind of a nice name, though. Would you mind telling me more about your father?
Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Keltcorp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into.
It's weird how that
as a
always
crutch.
happened.
But that's my father.
Always happens that way. And tell me about a bit about Keltcorp.
We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills.
Okay. Maybe I could assist you in recovering Mr. Okadibo's debt.
You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you.
Sounds to me like he's taking advantage. Doesn't sound very corporate to me. It's kind of you to stick up for him in the first place, yeah.
Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart.
Well,
Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
well, there might be, yeah. I was thinking that as well. Are you personally involved with Mr. Okadibo?
That is a rather personal
Yeah.
question, and I would prefer we kept things professional.
Well, that's a yes.
If you don't mind.
Okay. I'll talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise.
So, how did Mr. Okadibo rack up so much debt in the first place?
When he
Ooh, we
opened
can
the
find her
shop, he
diary.
outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
Oh, I want to. I can find that diary.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
You don't want to pick a fight with me. Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
I have to admit, this business with Saburo is keeping me up at night. I can see how it's starting to wear on him, personally and professionally. Saburo's a good and honorable man. Brian won't allow him to accept my money, but what he doesn't understand is the game is rigged. Even in good times, variable interest rates are designed to landslide you. All I want is to give him a fair shake. I may not believe in every idea he has, but I believe in him. He just needs a financial partner who can offer some direction, someone who has his best interests at heart. I won't lie, given my position it may be a conflict, but my feelings for him aside, I really do want to help. Okay. Okay. I see. So he's racked up this debt with his company, and she offered to basically give him some money to take care of it out of her own pocket, it seems. Because also she might have some feelings for him, but he doesn't want that. So yeah, we can maybe convince him. I think that would work out for everyone.
Now is the time to enhance your almost guaranteed.
Okay.
I do admire what Bayou has built for himself here.
You?
Here to purchase some mining goods? I'm confident my fellow business people will see the benefits of the cross-promotion.
Clover McKenna offered to pay off your debt to
Oh, she did?
Delco.
Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens.
Yeah, maybe that should change your mind.
Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional.
Not very kind of us to hand over her diary to someone.
That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt.
Oh, she definitely likes you.
And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was,
I
respect her business acumen. Look at me. My palms are sweating. Regardless,
Mom spaghetti.
You have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer.
Nice. Are the feelings between you and Clover mutual?
I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her.
Nice.
I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions.
Yes, so.
Farewell, my friend. And tell everyone we have plenty of mining supplies and stuff.
He does seem like a very sweet guy, so. It's a little messed up that we used Clover's diary for this, but, you know, it's for a good cause.
Don't you have something better to do?
Ooh, I haven't seen this before. That's quite gaudy. I mean, we met the man. Surprised me, but we go. And he really likes himself.
Use list resources to find a new home.
Nothing says humble like a golden statue. The city you own. It wasn't gold, but still.
Some would say this place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
Clover McKenna at your service. If you're here to buy, I'm afraid
Someone
we only sell
agreed to
direct
let you
retailers.
pay his debts.
That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll
don't
arrange for
worry,
the
he will
funds to be
take you the right
transferred
way.
immediately. Hopefully, Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Nice. Okay. Very nice. Let's check out this one that has a special little icon next. While roaming the city, I heard a job advertisement for Ryujin Industries. I should find a Ryujin kiosk nearby if I'd like to apply for the job. Let's check that out, because I'm kind of curious since it has the special icon, if it's like a larger storyline. I don't know. Or more important quest, or maybe it's just random, I don't know. Like at this point, I've been playing this game for almost 30 hours and I still have no clue what I'm doing.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the settled system.
What are you looking at?
You live in the rarefied air of the experience.
From the Ryujin Industries
help you get there.
Okay, let's check it out. About us. Our mission statement. To deliver the best quality life-improving technology today before you need it tomorrow. Ryujin Industries has been a leader in technology since its creation. We strive toward advancement and believe there is always room for improvement. Fulfilling customer desires is our #1 goal. History. Ryujin Industries was founded by Ray Dakaris and Itaro Saito in 2307. Dakaris had a dream of applying her vast knowledge as a biotech engineer to the improvement of everyday life, and when she met the business-minded Itaro Saito, it wasn't long until Ryujin Industries was formed. Ryujin's first product was based on Dakaris' neurological research and would prove to be a major breakthrough in technology, the NeuroAmp. NeuroAmps would propel Ryujin to the top of the tech industry and solidify their position as a major contender for years to come. It wasn't long before Ryujin Industries began to look to other major forays into the tech world. In 2310, Taiyo Astroneering joined the fold and continues to be a leader in spacecraft engineering and design today. Now that is interesting. We heard about Taiyo, like spacecraft things, and I didn't know that they are actually, it seems like a subsidiary of Ryujin. With a growing business, Dakaris and Saito worked with Benjamin Bayou to build the massive Ryujin Tower. The incredible effort would showcase the strong relationship between Ryujin Industries and the city of Neon. Ryujin Industries adding to Neon's prestige as something more than just a pleasure city, and Neon being an attractive bonus to working at Ryujin. Over time, Ryujin Industries would also incorporate Arboron, Drone, and Tranquility into their family. These subsidiaries would further strengthen Ryujin as a formidable competitor and expand the reach into different aspects of life. Today, Ryujin continues to be an industry leader with eyes always pointed toward the future. Let's check out job application. Welcome to Ryujin Industries job application. All questions must be answered in order for your application to be submitted. That's our third job application in this playthrough, so let's see. How many years of experience do you have working in our secretarial position or corporate environment? Let's be humble. Let's say 1 to 4. How familiar are you with Ryujin Industries and its product lines? Very. What is your proficiency with computers in regards to typing and file management? High. What level of education have you complete? Let's say Masters Plus. Do you have a history of criminal activity? Me? No. The application is now complete. To officially submit your application, please select Submit Application below. Answers may no longer be changed beyond this point. Okay. And your interview at Ryujin Tower. To Imogene Salzo on the operations floor at Ryujin Tower. Okay. Let's do it.
Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled system.
Can I?
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get
Don't get any ideas about testing out my products here. If security doesn't stop you, I will. Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand.
Interesting that there's a weapons store right there. I should have guessed a corporation like Ryujin would sell guns.
Any self-respecting corporation should, right?
Of course!
What brings you to Ryujin Tower today?
I have an interview with Imogene Salza.
Oh, good luck. Hopefully they'll hire you and we can stop listening to this non-stop audio ad.
What's a weapon dealer doing in Ryujin Tower?
Don't be so surprised. Ryujin Tower's got a little of everything. Besides, here at Arboron, our goal is to provide safety and protection for our customers.
Of course.
That's why we're the only brand to carry our very own non-lethal weapons. The Nova line.
Okay. Can you tell me more about your non-lethal weapons?
Of course. The Nova series uses an electrically charged ammunition that can effectively stun a humanoid target. It's not so useful when it comes to critters, but if you need to buy some time or get someone off your back, they'll do the trick.
Okay. You seem like quite the firearm expert.
Well, I'd better be. I'm a Freestar Navy vet. Firearm expertise comes with the territory. I saw more than my share of action with a gun in my hand. Those days are behind me, though. Now I prefer to stay behind the counter and let other people do the gunslinging.
I'd like to see what you're selling.
Sure, have a look.
Those are the non-lethal. Quite expensive. Oh, okay.
See you later.
Interesting. Well, let's go to our interview.
Neon. The house that Aurora has built.
To Ryujin Industries, can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today.
Yeah, correct.
Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right?
Yeah.
So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
Yeah, I'd appreciate you to show me around. Why not?
Of course. Follow me. This current floor we're on is the main operations level. It's where the grunt work happens for this department. Research, data entry, more busy work than you can stand. Most of the people
I suspect that if I were confined to life in an office like this, someone would end up being stabbed.
I feel you. Trying to act casual, professional.
What is it?
And here we are. Good luck in there. I'll probably see you on your way out.
You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for?
What's he doing here? What do you mean accounted for?
We're on a strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked.
Yeah, I put a request for this time block.
I doubt that. I check my schedule regularly, and this conversation was not on the budget. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure.
Jeez. Who's Miss Serrano?
Ms. Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in.
Okay. It's just a hallway conversation. We don't need to document everything.
You may have a point. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion.
What's your skill like here?
We're each assigned shifts to assist operatives, ensuring coverage at all hours. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise, early to bed, as nature intended.
What assignment are you currently working on?
I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase: loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office and discuss intel at your peril.
Got it. Is this something we need to discuss with management?
Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception.
I'll be able to help you with this minor indiscretion.
Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me.
What's on these documents?
Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct.
Okay, so why trust me?
It's not a matter of trust, but one of time. I have little to spare. You do not.
Sure,
Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time.
All right. So why do you spend your time volunteering?
Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair?
It's not. It needs to change.
I agree, which is why I choose to help those born into poverty. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start.
Okay.
So I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, yeah.
I don't wish to speak ill of them, of course. It's not their fault, just a fact. But as much as I dislike the underbelly, I will say this. It is a welcome change of pace. When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight.
Okay.
Until next time.
Well, let's go to our interview.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one.
We'll see.
Have a seat.
The sooner you sit down, the sooner we can get this over with.
Okay.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart, Yuko, is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently our algorithm felt you were a decent match.
Nice.
So let's get this started. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
New industry trade. I grew up in the shadows of Shadow of Ryujin Tower, so it's time to see what this place is all about. I don't know if they respect that though. Let's go with neuroapps are revolutionary. I want to be part of what's next.
It's good to see you're familiar with and appreciate our work here. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
I can make any deal happen.
Including this job? The art of the deal can go a long way here. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed?
I'll go above and beyond to get the job done.
All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Running this company, hopefully I'll have a role in management here. Research and development, I want to play a part in the future of technology. Further complexities of cybersecurity.
In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems. It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity. But I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired.
Nice.
On a probationary period? Of course.
Of course.
First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy. so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Okay, for being an asshole at Terra Brew.
My next assignment can't start. I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick.
Okay.
The Razor Ball tournament starts tonight.
Go to Terra Brew. Down to the lobby. Obviously, it's way on the other side of the street, but we're not complaining.
Hi! Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you?
I'm here to pick up an order for Imogen Salzo.
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened.
Uh-oh.
And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
Who's Ularu Chen?
You don't even know your own boss's boss?
No.
Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead.
What happened?
Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal.
Honestly, not my problem. All I did was respond to an ad.
Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands.
Uh-oh.
Believe me.
Oh boy.
It's either you or me.
I believe you have grossly misunderstood the situation.
Yeah.
If you put the gun down, perhaps we can come to an understanding.
Thank you, Andreja. Hold on, let's talk about this.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
Okay, we can auto-persuade, so let's see. I'm highly trained. You attack me, you die. Pretty easy, yep.
You can't be that good. Not yet.
I can tell you don't really want this. I don't know. He seems pretty convinced. I'm ready to sell this the old-fashioned way.
Hey, it doesn't have to go that way.
Calm down, buddy.
At some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Why would I be the one they sent?
Let's just say Ryujin doesn't like loose ends.
Interesting.
Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability. And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay, and when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listen to you.
Of course.
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
I mean, I don't like having a gun pointed at me, that's for sure.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them.
What can you tell me about that guy?
Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming.
How would Ryujin handle this?
Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayou. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around here. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course.
Well, I still need to pick up that order.
Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Okay. Oh. This is very interesting. Now, so I only did this because obviously there was a quest and I want to check it out. But, now, I'm interested in infiltrating Ryujin and see what else we can find out about this whole loose ends thing. But before we return, let me see if I can get that slate back. So you can just do it in one go. That guy really came back. Brave. Very brave.
Ever run into spaces?
Hey.
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare?
Maybe. Sure, here you go.
Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
Do you have a place to stay?
Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress.
Okay.
Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough.
Hey, have you been panhandling for long?
About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it.
Stop calling me Chief.
Sorry about that, Chief. It's a habit, you know? Crap, I did it again.
How does one get good at panhandling?
You want to know the trade secrets, huh? I don't blame you. It's a lot like real estate. Location and timing are big. You gotta be visible, but not so much that people call the guards.
Okay.
Chief, you're a real safety net. You put the ka-ching in catching.
I like her. You like another donation?
Oh, it's all right. Once per day is enough. I don't want you to go poor.
So, a Ryujin technician wanted to know if you found any slates.
Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind-resistant.
Keep spreadsheets?
I do. I write them on napkins you get from the eateries, and I use sauce packets for ink. It's not a perfect system, but it's pretty damn close.
I like her. I can find your old spreadsheets in exchange for the slate.
That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'm happy to help her. I like her. Hey, employee break area. We have... Oh. Okay. We have one up there. How do we get up? Come on. Should work. How do I get up there? Can I get on this thing? Okay. Let's go first person. Don't trust navigating skills otherwise. Okay.
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man
Hey.
is not gonna be happy.
Hey, Chief.
Up your spreadsheets.
Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style.
Yeah.
As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
Fair. Actually, let me see what it's on that slate. Go to open files. Damn it. Code. Oh, okay. Let's return. Then we continue with some corporate espionage.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gang.
I guess we're just doing a little private investigation.
Be careful if you run into those power ready to make your ultimate discovery. Because everything you've heard is true.
Back up.
As technicians, we handle.
Hey,
There's
Rafik.
always work to be done. Pacios,
What's
well
the slate?
done. It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent. And as I said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
Okay.
I hope
Imaging.
that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it.
Thanks.
You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup?
Ran into an ex-employee of yours.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return.
Yeah, I assume so.
Your
That's why
handling of
I...
the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now.
Okay.
So, congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
Yeah.
You were right to talk the situation through, rather than letting it escalate.
Thanks. So, no more coffee errands?
No more coffee errands, but depending on how you look at it, the word errands technically still applies.
Okay. Tell me about my new position.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative.
Nice.
The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
Okay, so what do you mean by add influence?
In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see.
How am I supposed to ensure success?
Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation.
Why is it confidential?
Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge.
Okay.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers.
Nice.
The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Right. Very interesting. Guess let's enter the conference.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is.
So Ryujin owns Tranquility?
For the past 5 years. Tranquility is a recent acquisition and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now.
Maybe Ryujin should acquire Terra Brew.
Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up, which hopefully won't be often.
My pay gets reduced whenever I make mistakes?
Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost.
Understood.
Good. Then it appears we have nothing left to discuss. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
You're welcome. Go over to Genevieve Monahan.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, Head of Marketing and Public Relations.
So you're the one keeping Ryujin in the public's good graces?
Yeah, me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
What do you mean by how much work am I going to be?
Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting 2 and 2 together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are, handling the fallout.
Got it. I mean, don't really want to work for the megacorp, but also I want to be spy assassin, so I don't know. Kind of like this. No, you don't have to worry about me.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I bet.
Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Alexis she is related to the Freestar Ranger guy here. We heard about that before. I want to talk to him first, but I can't.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around.
What exactly do you do here?
I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit.
Yeah, I was supposed to say the barista said that she triple-checked the grind herself.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew Coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
Of course. What's the bright side to corporate espionage?
I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less.
How does Ryujin benefit millions of others?
Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone
I assume
robots
those
for
are these
maintenance
metal
and
things they
security,
have on their hat.
tranquility for relaxation, Arbron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from.
Good, my job description certainly sounded otherwise. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Please do.
Let's stay on the
It's
good
easy
side
to
of
get
the
wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind.
will.
Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Dr. Alexis Price.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
Okay, that's not creepy or anything. I hope you like what you see.
That depends on your actions going forward. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles.
Got it.
So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
Got it. So what connections do we have with the Freestar Rangers?
For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors.
I bet he does.
But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price.
Yeah, we heard about that. Yeah, I know him.
Yes, you have quite the history with the Freestar Rangers yourself. Which is why I hope you won't be an issue.
I'm like a ghost. No one ever will catch me.
Good. Then we should get along just fine.
Alright. Let's go back to Imogene.
Thanks again for your assistance. I trust you'll be discreet.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet.
I did.
I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
I've been told how much work I could create for them if I'm not careful. Yeah, the basic theme is don't get caught.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We've reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Hey. Sounds like a job for Neon or Freestar Security.
I suppose an outsider might think that. But we prefer to handle incursions like this in-house. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
Okay. What's on that data slate?
Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way.
How do I gain access to their computers?
That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job.
Oh, nice.
There's always more than one way to get a job done around here.
Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there.
Got it.
Here's the data slate. Good luck.
All right. Corporate espionage it is. We'll see how this goes. Thank you all for watching today's episode. We will take a break here and continue next time and I guess sneak into Kelt Corp. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Starfield very soon. Until then, have a great time.